1 in 10 tourists flying into Thailand this year got scammed before their plane even left home. Not in a back alley, not in a tuk-tuk, on their own laptop. That's scam number 1 on this list, and if you're planning a Bangkok trip, it's probably already in your search results. But first, the 6 street scams that catch even smart travelers, counted down from most common to most expensive. Welcome to Thailand Blueprint Cop, honest Thailand guides from someone who actually lives here part of the year. No fluff, just the blueprint. Let's go. Number 7. You're near a temple and a friendly tuk-tuk driver offers a full city tour for 20 baht. That's about 50 cents. Here's the math that should set off your alarm. Fuel alone costs him more than that. The tour is real. The destinations aren't yours. You'll be driven to a tailor shop and a jewelry store where he collects a commission and sometimes a fuel coupon just for delivering you. The salesmen inside are professionals and the pressure is heavy. Blueprint defense. Any tuk-tuk price that sounds impossible is impossible. Pay the real price. A fair cross-town tuk-tuk ride runs 100 to 200 baht. And tell the driver your exact destination before you get in. If he suggests one quick stop, that's your cue to get out. Number 6. You're walking toward the Grand Palace and a well-dressed man, sometimes claiming to be a teacher or government worker, tells you it's closed this morning. Buddhist holiday, royal ceremony. He's helpful, he's friendly, he's lying. The Grand Palace is almost never closed. It's open basically every day of the year. His job is to redirect you to a better temple via his friend's tuk-tuk, and that route ends at, you guessed it, a gem shop. Blueprint defense. Never accept attraction information from anyone standing outside the attraction. Walk to the official ticket gate and see for yourself. 30 extra steps saves your entire morning. Number 5. And this is where the first 2 scams have been leading. The gem shop. The pitch. Government-promoted sapphires today only, tax-free, and you can resell them back home for double. They'll show you certificates, a busy showroom, even other tourists buying. People hand over hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars. The stones are glass or near-worthless quartz. The certificates are printed in the back room. There is no resale market. There never was. Blueprint defense. 1 rule. Never buy anything as an investment in a country you're visiting on holiday. Real gem dealers don't need tuk-tuk drivers to find customers. Quick checkpoint. The next 3 scams are the expensive ones, including the one that catches people before they even land. If this is saving your trip, the subscribe button is right there. It's free, unlike that gem shop. Number 4. A Toot on Khao San or in Patpong offers a free show upstairs, 100 baht beers. On the way out, the bill says 4,000 baht. Show fee, service fee, special tips. 2 large men stand by the door, and suddenly the price is non-negotiable. Police sometimes get called, and the bill usually still gets paid, just slightly smaller. Blueprint defense. Never follow a tout to a venue you can't see from the street, and never order without a printed menu with prices. If you do get trapped, stay calm, photograph the bill, and insist on going to the nearest police station, not paying in the bar. The fee tends to shrink fast when cameras and stations get mentioned. Number 3. You land at Suvarnabhumi, exhausted, and a polite man inside the terminal asks if you need a taxi or claims he's your hotel transfer. Unlicensed drivers intercept arrivals every single day. Unmarked cars, invented airport fees, fares 3 to 5 times the real price. This year has seen a wave of fake app-based transfer drivers too. Blueprint defense. Ignore everyone who approaches you inside the terminal. Real taxis are at the official rank on level 1. Take a queue ticket, demand the meter plus the standard 50 baht airport surcharge and tolls. Or pre-book a grab and match the exact license plate before getting in. A full airport-to-city breakdown with current prices is coming in my next video. Number 2, the everyday one. You flag a taxi, state your destination, and here, no meter, 500 baht. The real metered fare, maybe 150. Refusing the meter is illegal in Bangkok and completely routine around tourist zones. Some drivers add invented traffic fines or fuel surcharges at the end. Blueprint defense. The phrase that works is, meter please, said before you sit down. No meter, no ride. There's another taxi behind it. Better, use grab or bolt for anything in the city. Fixed price on screen, driver tracked, no negotiation. This one scam, avoided daily, pays for your whole data plan. And number 1, the newest and the one Thai immigration is actively warning about right now. Thailand requires every visitor to fill out a digital arrival card, the TDAC, before entry. It takes 5 minutes and it is completely free. But search Thailand arrival card, and the top results include professional-looking websites charging $20 to $90 to process it. Thai immigration says roughly 1 in 10 foreign arrivals has used these fake sites. You don't just lose money, you've handed your passport details to strangers. That's identity theft territory. Blueprint defense. One URL matters. The official site ends in immigration.go.th. Bookmark it, fill it in yourself within 3 days of arrival, pay nothing. If a site asks for your credit card for an arrival card, close the tab. You've just beaten the biggest scam of this year without leaving your sofa. Here's the truth though. Thailand remains one of the friendliest, safest places you'll ever travel. Millions of trips happen every year without a single problem. And now the 7 traps that do exist can't touch you. Next video, exactly how to get from Bangkok airport to your hotel without getting ripped off. Real prices, every option ranked. Subscribe so it's waiting for you. Cop, see you in Thailand.